Good morning, students. Today we are here to discuss about the poem. The topic of the poem is The Lazy Frog. Before moving to the topic, let us know something about the poem. What can you do on the regular day? You are busy studying, playing, and chatting with your friends. But what do you do when you are free from work? You want to take rest, right? Yes. So come back to the poem. Children, do you know what is lazy? Lazy is an adjective which is used for the person who doesn't want to do any work. This poem is about a frog who is lazy, who doesn't like to do any work. So let's start the poem. As you can see in the picture, there is a frog who is sleeping silently. So that's why the name of the poem is The Lazy Frog. Okay, let's reset the poem. Listen it carefully. Fred is a very lazy frog who lolls all day upon a log. He always manages to shirk doing a single stroke of work. His poor old mother calls in vain, "Come in and help." He doesn't bother to move 2 inches, much preferring to be extremely hard of hearing. He lies there in a silent heap and stays conveniently asleep. If a lady frog hops past, you'd think he would get up at last to bow and help her on her way. But no, I am ashamed to say that when a lady frog comes by, he doesn't open up on night. Anonymous. Anonymous means unknown person. Okay. Let's see the explanation of this poem. Fred is a very lazy frog who lolls all day upon a log. The poem begins by telling us about a frog that is pretty lazy. The poet has given the frog the name of Fred. We learn about what Fred does all day. Moreover, it shows us how the frog wastes his time without doing anything constructive. Fred is always lolling upon a log throughout the whole day. Next line. He always manages to shirk doing a single stroke of work. His poor old mother calls in vain. See the explanation. Moreover, he doesn't do any work and manages to avoid any responsibility which may be for him. We learn that Fred does not do even a single stroke of work. This behavior of Fred always troubles his mother. The poor mother is getting old and wants Fred to help her with work. But this does not seem to bother Fred at all. Next line. Come in and help. He doesn't bother to move 2 inches, much preferring to be extremely hard of hearing. He doesn't understand his responsibility and manages to get away with anything. The mother keeps calling Fred to do some work and help her. However, he avoids this as if it doesn't bother him at all. In fact, he doesn't even move 2 inches from his place. Fred doesn't bother to reply to his poor old mother as he pretends to be deaf. Next line. He lies there in a silent heap and stays conveniently asleep. If a lady frog hops past, you'd think he would get up at last. See the explanation. So, to keep up with this acting, Fred just remains lying in a silent heap. We can say he sleeps very conveniently so that he doesn't have to listen to his mother. It is just how lazy he is, not helping his mother or even replying to the poor old thing. What is more surprising is that one would assume that Fred will get up upon seeing a lady frog to bow and help her on her way. But no, I am ashamed to say that when a lady frog comes by, he doesn't open up on eye. See the explanation. However, this lazy frog doesn't move an inch even when a lady frog is passing by him. Generally, even lazy people have something which they get up and do. Similarly, one might think Fred will get up and bow and even help the lady frog on her way as a courtesy. But even this doesn't bother Fred. He doesn't even open his eyes when the lady frog is passing. So this poem is over. Finally, This just proves he is actually a very lazy frog. As a conclusion, we can say that the poem throws light on the life of a lazy frog who is good for nothing. So, I hope you all understood this poem very well. Don't forget to recall the hard vocabularies. Okay, look at the book. Lols means to lie around lazily. Log, trunk of a tree that has been cut. Next, vain. Vain means uselessly. Shirk means not to do something you should do. Bother, take trouble. Next, prefer, like something better. Hard of hearing means deaf. Conveniently, suitably. Bow, to bend your head to show respect. Okay, thank you.